Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us here on the Market Day Report. I'm Janet Atkinson. The annual Southeast Regional Fruit and Vegetable Growers Conference is currently underway in Savannah, Georgia. It's underway today and runs all through the weekend. Well, SoutheastProduceWeekly.com's Chip Carter joins us with Georgia Commissioner of Agriculture, Gary Black.
I'm in Savannah, Georgia at the Southeast Regional Fruit and Vegetable Growers Show. We're here with Georgia Commissioner of Agriculture, Gary Black. Gary, thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Chip. Glad to be here.
You know, they call Georgia the peach state, but it could maybe more appropriately be known as the pecan state or the blueberry state or even the poultry state, but a chicken doesn't look really good on a license plate, right?
Chip, it's all of those, but as our new Georgia Grown basically 2.0 promotion begins this year, Georgia is nature's favorite state. And by being Georgia's nature's favorite state, we have the capability of being a nationwide leader in all of the commodities you just mentioned, and we're really excited about it. Our Georgia Grown branding program is going very, very strong, but this little extra exclamation point of Georgia being nature's favorite state, we expect to take that to real new heights in 2018.
Even though last year nature was not very kind to Georgia, we had a hard freeze in the spring, we had Hurricane Irma damage in the fall. How has Georgia recovered from last year's weather events? How's the peach crop setting up for this year? How are the pecans recovering?
Real interesting dilemma to deal with these storms, and we're thankful the Lord's delivered us. We're still recovering. We're praying that 2018 will be quite boring when it comes to weather, with the exception of providing the things at the right time and having a good strong price for our producers when it comes to market time. But interestingly, right now with the cool weather, the cold weather that we've encountered in recent weeks, I think we're getting pretty close to a full portfolio on chill hours for peach and blueberry, and it's just got to make sure we'd love to not see a warm February now and have the risk of a March freeze again. But that's everybody's gearing up right now. That's part of the purpose of this meeting being in Savannah is what are the new products, what are the new equipment, what's the market look like, is there any type of disease or insect things we need to be worried about this year, and that's what all the growers will be going through over these next few hours. But I think they're still cautiously optimistic. Hopefully in the fruit and vegetable world, Georgia's just such a strong leader, and we hope we're going to have another diverse portfolio to open and offer to the marketplace this spring.
It makes sense for this show to be in Savannah because even though Georgia might not be the overall production leader for the Southeast, you could make a case with all the other affiliated industry that's headquartered here, from corrugate, packaging, logistics and transportation. Georgia could make a case as the heart of agriculture in the Southeast.
Certainly, and especially crops and vegetables. When we are a leader when it comes to bell pepper and cucumber and squash and watermelon, and still the number one. If we're able to get a full year and a full season with all of our production in line, we'll be the number one blueberry producing state in the nation. All those leadership positions, along with from production, but all the other support and value-added activities that take place in Georgia, it certainly puts us in a very key leadership position that we want to carry forward with integrity and a lot of enthusiasm.
Now, there are challenges facing agriculture, primary among them, same as growers everywhere. You have the same problem with labor. What's that situation looking like for the spring? Do you have any temperature reading on that now?
There's a serious concern right now, not with the ability to use the federal guest worker program, although we'd urge Congress to take some other serious looks at how we can improve it, streamline it, get less government red tape so that these growers can do what they need to do. But there's really been a serious increase in the adverse effective wage, the actually required wage rate to put with those guest worker programs. And while we see inputs going up in agriculture as they have, but we've not really seen any notable reflection in the marketplace, strengthening product prices or commodity prices. We have inputs keep going up, and we don't need wage rates to go up in that particular area. And so I know I've already talked to some growers today that are working with members of Congress. working even with the administration, which we've worked with the Trump administration, Secretary Perdue, making them aware of that. Increasing some of those type things at a time when farmers have a little uncertainty about profit in the marketplace. Hopefully we can have a little regulatory reform in that area and hold some of those increased costs down.
Helps to have a little in with the Secretary of Agriculture being the former governor of Georgia, I would think.
Doing a great job. I think the most competent and most qualified person to ever hold this job. He's doing fantastic.
Gary, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Chip.
So
you've got to do something though. You're out of uniform.
Excuse me?
You are Georgia grown, and we expect you to do this. So that's our pecan promotion. Take and wear that proudly during this conference.
I am a little nutty, so it does make sense. In Savannah, Georgia, I'm Chip Carter from SoutheastProduceWeekly.com reporting for RFD-TV.
Well, watch Market Day Report on the Rural Evening News next week for more reports from Chip Carter at this year's Southeast Fruit and Vegetable Conference.